man. Never stops. Never cease to amaze me. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started in one moment. You guys, you make sure you tap in, you link in, you follow suit. You know, you get a good understanding and wisdom as we connect with St. Jaimz, but we're going to give him a more proper introduction in just 1 second. All right. Let's go. Welcome back. All my global citizens of the world. Hey, man, we in today for a wonderful treat, you know, for all of the listeners of R&B and music and writers and creators of content. You know how you just need some good songs, you need some good vibes just to ride out to or sitting around the house. Maybe you done broke up with your girl doing Corona. I don't know. Maybe you tired of your man coming at you all day long, nagging you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all stuck in the house together. But guess what, though? You know what I'm saying? They said it on TV. They said we all alone together. And since we all alone together, I like to introduce or reintroduce a phenomenal young person, man, that's out here doing the recording, the singer, the songwriter, the producer, and CEO of a household name entertainment. This brother is an R&B smash bomb maker. You know what I'm saying? He don't surpass the hits. A hits is a missile. We're talking to a nuclear explosion right now. Independent artist, music journeyman, a Chicago native, Chi-Town, what up? Hey, you know you got to be a divine being on the planet when you're named Saint. Okay, people only get sainthood after they done left the planet. This brother done left the planet, and he done got sainthood, man. That is insane. And the CEO of a household name entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands for home team, my big homie, St. Jaimz.
That's what's
Man, you know we weren't gonna have you just come on the show and not show you some love now. You know, I already know about that.
Hey, and then he comes on camera. I was like, Mac 10. Straight West Coast, West Side. That's what's up. I thought you was gonna have a suit on. I thought you was gonna have a 3-piece suit on with a tie. I'm like, my man, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey, man, I like to say we Hollywood, okay? You know what I'm saying? we do what we do. I appreciate you coming on the show this afternoon, my good brother.
Thanks for having me, bro. Real talk.
Cool. Let's get into some of your life here. I see that, you know, you are the Chi-Town native. What was Chicago like growing up during the era when you was coming up when? What kind of music you was listening to? Where you was partying at? Like, give me something. This is like unsung right now. This is your story.
Oh man, honestly, my grandma was just, you know, church mom. You know how that was. You kind of had to sneak stuff. But then again, during the weekday, she made sure I knew all the classics. James Brown, Shy Lights, Temptations, you know, the Dells. She'd be rocking all that music during the week. But Sunday morning, you better be ready for Sunday school, and you better be dressed on time and ready to go. You be grabbed by that ear or spanked on your way out the door. So, and Chicago was rough, man. You know, I tell people this in my interviews, man. I'm 53. I'm proud of that because ageism is a big shun thing in this country where they try to make you feel old just because you're older. But that don't mean you're too old to do what you love and be good at what you do. And, you know, black don't crack, so that helps too. So, exactly. So, you know, because I don't see no gray in that beard. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So I get it. But growing up in the city of Chicago in the 60s, man, was rough, man. A lot of black people come, maybe 20, 30 years removed from some serious impoverished situations in the South. All them Southerners migrated to the Midwest and the East Coast. Come on, man. So we lived in some of the poorest housing developments ever, man. And that is what taught me how to have a really strong work ethic. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be sitting here and can't feed myself or my family. It's a tough city, man. But I think like New York or any other major city in the United States, man, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
I like that, man. You drop a lot of seeds, a lot of jewels right there for the people. I appreciate that for them to pick up and to define and discover. And you're right. It was harder in that time. And sometimes, you know, as time goes on, a lot of, you know, later generations think that they have it harder, but it was really hard.
real hard. My goodness, man, just the politics of the era, the racism, the blatant discrimination. I mean, from housing to education. You know, I talk about my music. My music is one part of this, but man, I'm into a lot of things, man, about about what's going on in our world, our people, our plight, our struggle. You know, the women in our culture, man, and what they've experienced, and just, you know, and just in general, trying to navigate being a Black man in America as just being Black. Now, not just being a Black man in a relationship. We talking just being Black, just trying to get up every day and go to work, pay your bills, take care of your family, or whatever responsibilities you've obtained since you became a man. And then you got to walk a fine line. If you're too confident, too intelligent, too educated, you're arrogant. If you're too passive, dismissive, and docile, you're weak. So you got to figure out how to walk that line, bro. It's tough, especially in this music, because everybody assuming because you sing R&B, you are a singer, and you write songs that, you know, something, you got to be doing something negative or be a not honest guy or something. It's ridiculous. But I rise above it by letting my actions show and my music speak.
I like that, man. Oh, man, you dropped some good stuff right there. You're right. That's the dichotomy that we have to deal with. You know, as Black men, it's that triple effect. You're right. I was looking at something in history. People always accredit somebody that's non-Black or non-melanated to some type of geniusness or some type of originality, innovator. And then you'll have someone like yourself that come along and you just get, he's all right.
Well, you know, it's like when a white guy, I mean, I'm not being discriminative or racist. I'm just being honest. When a white guy is aggressive and assertive and passionate and relentless about what he wants to do, he's driven. When we do it, you know, it's just a different, you know, reaction to it. You know, like sit down somewhere. Like, why are you keep pushing this? You know, I'm not going to stop. I'm unapologetic with R&B. I don't give a damn what people think about the style I'm doing, the type of R&B I'm doing, because I know it's a need for it, and people are missing elements of music that the generation today got skipped out of. You got to take the music back to Save the Music campaign back when Gloria Estefan and them was doing all them, raising all that money, trying to put music back in the school for programs because the budgets were cut. So you got to remember that whole generation did not learn music theory. They weren't taught how to read music. They weren't taught how to play instruments for like 10, 15 years. That's a whole lot of time for a generation to not be taught properly the foundation of music theory, and then wonder why the music sound like it does today. That's all. That's the answer to the remedy. That's the riddle. There's no more riddle. That's the answer. They weren't taught, bro. So now we're getting cookie cutter microwave music that we don't like.
That's right. No. You absolutely right. About the whole writing process. It was like, I don't know if you experienced that time, but they were inside of a studio with a whole entire band, not the drum king, not, you know what I'm saying? It was a little easy, ain't it?
But you see you see how the music turned out though, because they put in the work and the time. They weren't sitting in their cousin Pookie's bedroom making beats. And they wasn't hanging out at Ray Ray's house in the basement. They was spending money, investing in themselves, and doing what it takes to make this music as quality as possible, so it became something that lasted long, and, you know, timeless.
That's right. Man, that's some good stuff right there, man. Who's some people that you looked up to? Who's some of your icons and stuff like that, your early inspirations?
Well, you know, I got to take it back to Jaimz Brown. Let's start out with the Godfather of Soul. Without him, there's no soul. I mean, come on, he's the most sampled man in the music industry ever. You know, so he was doing something. He was on to something. I still prefer Jaimz Brown as a singer. Now, as far as the way he produced his records and had his band, he's to get on his band, his drummer. He's to beat the drummer down. The drummer had to be ridiculously tight. That drummer wasn't right. The beat is the main thing for Jaimz. So you got to think he was on it. But I love Jaimz Brown as a vocalist when he was when he was singing, before he started doing all the hollering and stuff, he was singing. So, you know, Jaimz Brown, and then you got to go to, I got to go to Quincy Jones, just overall as a composer, producer, musician, just this type of music he brought. He knew how to get the best out of artists and put them in a position to have hit records, man. All he had to do was listen. Look at Michael. After Michael got with Quincy, it was stratosphere. So I want to do that. I'm doing that kind of thing right now as a CEO and a producer. I'm trying to bring some younger artists into the fold and teach them how to make hit records, man. Because it's more than just a loop and a beat. It's sitting down and vetting the record and working at with a team of people that all contribute to the betterment of that song.
Now, speaking to a team of people that's working for the benefit of that song, we know in the military, people often march to the same drum, left, right, left. And you joined at 16, you know, it's almost, you know, you're a 16-year veteran. And what age did you join into the military? And what branch did you?
Right out of high school, bro. I literally did not get to even get my diploma in my hand long enough. I was already in Uncle Sam's Army doing, you know, and it saved my life, to be honest with you. I got a lot of positive things to say about the military. There's a lot of things about the military, like any other institution, that you could probably find wrong. But I think from a young Black guy growing up poor and in foster homes and foster care, the military was the best move for me right out of high school, because I got accepted to Morehouse and a couple of major universities. We didn't have the discipline at the time to finish that education, but I probably ended up with a baby or something too damn prematurely. So, you know, it was probably best that I went straight to the military to learn some stuff.
Hey, I agree. Sometimes you need that structure, even if you don't want that structure. Right. I understand.
I fought it, but it was the best thing for me, and it changed my life. So yeah, military, 16 years a total of service, 18 right out of high school. And the rest is history, as they say. And that's where I got my start in music. Actually, not in music, but in recording.
Well, tell me about that journey. We can't mention it without going through the process. Come on, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
We got to talk about the military, man. Yeah, you know, back in the 90s, obviously, with the height of the powers of R&B, as they say, when R&B, I mean, they had big budgets back then, bro. $1 million budgets, man. Incredible. So, yeah, so the 90s, man, Silk, Boys and Men, Jodeci, Shy, As Yet, all them cats was killing it, man. And so, you know, everybody wanted to be in the group. You know how it goes, the 60s doo-wops. Everybody was doo-wopping off from the 60s to the disco era. And then after that, it's just weird. And music just takes this real weird pattern and process after certain people make enough money off of it. So then, of course, you know, I was right there with my guys, man. I founded a group. Well, I was part of a group, I should say. We kind of found each other. And, man, we wanted to be like the rest of the Boys and Men and everybody else. So we started a group. We won a talent show that was put on in Germany. We were all stationed in Germany, different cities around Europe. And we found ourselves came together, man. We won this talent show. The grand prize was to go to the Apollo Theater in New York. Amateur night, not showtime. You know, amateur is where you get booed for real if you suck. So, and let me tell you, man, we hadn't been in the States for a few years. You know, we were over Germany 2 or 3 years, so you get used to being over there eating the food and the culture, and you come back to the United States and all that freedom and Wendy's and McDonald's, and we just lost our mind for that first week or so. And man, but we went to the Apollo. We flew from Germany. We did the Apollo. And we didn't get booed, which was great, but we didn't win. So we was upset about flying all the damn way over from Germany to lose. So we was upset. So we started going down this escalator, and next thing you know, we was harmonizing, and somebody heard us. And within about a couple hours later, we was sitting in front of the management of Joe Thomas, R&B singer Joe, and they signed us on to a management agreement that ultimately got us out of the military service. They ended our military service for that contract. And from that point, we moved back to New Jersey and started working on our project. You know how it goes, man. This industry is very volatile, so you better get it while you can, because anything can change.
That's right. So it's a little.
That's a lot, but that's the story.
No, that's good. Hey, thank you for dropping that story. Them Jews and in there, because you telling us a story about being persistent, being patient, focusing, knowing what you want, and going after it, even if things don't turn out like they're supposed to. And like you said, some things continue and some things stop. Military career had ceased, and the music career had began.
Yes, that's right. Amen. And I appreciate that allowing me to express that. But yeah, it's everybody has that journey, that story to tell, and we all come from something to someone or something. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started for me. And then singing it, all it took was one studio session with Joe to know I wanted to do this music thing, because he was in there killing it. That's the Joe that was like, oh, he was gospel Joe. coming straight out of, from the gospel world to the R&B. Joe was just killing them gospel riffs and runs, and man, and he did some amazing stuff in the studio. It made you want to just get better.
Wow, that's crazy. Look at how the universe of God works, how things just come into play. You start off in very humble beginnings, like many of us. And then you start growing and developing. It's almost like that quote is true. Sometimes you think that you are buried because you're underneath the dirt and the ground, but really you're planted. You're planted in the, they got all the minerals, all the nutrients that you need to grow strong and to be able to stand high and tall and just be feathered by the wind that is blowing. And you just still standing there showing all your glory and all your magnificence. Because like they say, when you look at a garden or you look at a blade of grass, each grass is at a different level. Each individual grass, each flower is blooming at a different understanding, so to speak. Sometimes some flowers are bent this way, some are flat, and some standing tall.
Right.
But the garden itself is still beautiful. Now, looking just now where you're at currently, looking back at your life, it all seems well worth it now, huh?
Yes, it does. It really does. I can't complain. A lot of that's hard work, military hard work. Let me see. I think this camera, I want to make sure my view is cool. It's backdrop. Yeah, it's green screen thing. Just, you never know what's going to come your way, man. I'm 53 and I should be sitting down just working behind the board, which is what I really want to do mostly. But I have to be the artist because, can't nobody deliver this music the way that I'm doing it. And I really believe that. So I got to stay positive and focused, and these bones ain't what they used to be. You know how it is. That's right. Some and the military got a little something to do with that as well. But I got a hot tub. I stay in that mud 2 times a day and stay, work out, start to stay in shape, stretching out, get massages, and take care of my body the best I can. Because when I start touring and getting on the road, which I'm excited about getting on and showing people that I ain't just studio. I want to get that mic in my hand and handle my business. So it's a matter of time. And so yeah, working, man. God is awesome.
Hey, I like what you said. Sometimes in life, you go through things, your bones are hurting. You got to get on that road. You got to be the one to help run your own company. You got to keep the motivation and music going. Sometimes in life, I just want to tell you, sometimes you just got to suck it up,
huh? What you know about that?
Hey, you're about to find out right now when you're ready to play it. All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let you introduce your own song before we play it on the show. Whenever you're ready, introduce Suck It Up.
Okay, yo, this is a independent record released, produced by myself and my team. It's called Suck It Up, featuring the lovely Rena Lynn, Filipino-American young lady out of San Jose, California, showing you that I can take anybody and make hits, and she's dope anyway. But on top of that, just making a polished record is dope. It's difficult. And the reason why most people don't compete in this industry because their records got to be polished to compete with mainstream industry artists. That's what's up. So this record, let's see what you think. Suck it up.
Hey, that's the Dr. Dre R&B. I heard what he said. Shoot, you got to make sure you get it right. I'll turn my camera off, leave the mic on so the people can hear and possibly see you whenever you make some noise or something like that. Let's go, y'all. Suck it up.
Let's get it. Suck it up. Okay, guys.
Lately you've been acting so strange. I've been wondering what you're thinking about, baby. I guess you ain't got nothing to say. I hate we don't communicate. If you need a little time to space away, just say it or I'll leave and you stay here, baby. Tell me before I go, 'cause you know I really suck it up, feel up, if you love, drink it up, twist it up, I need this feeling, gonna give it up. Maybe we can change it up. Tell me, baby, please tell me, why is there a distance? Feeling it, can't you see? I just wanna be enough. I just wanna know if I should stay or go. But your through. I need to know. So can you tell me something? I'm here for, 'cause I'm here for you. Hey, open up to me. I need to know. 'Cause boy, I really need you to suck it up. I just wanna be loved. Don't give it up. I'm choosing us. 'Cause that's what lovers do. 'Cause you know I really need you. I'm right here. Suck it up. I'm trying to be loved. I can't do it by myself, no. 'Cause all I need is you right here beside me. So tell me, baby, please tell me. Why is there a disconnection? Can't you see that I just wanna be loved? I'm really, yeah, I wanna be loved.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that was St. Jaimz with us. What's happening? We back on the line with the Saint, man. Man, when you get named Saint in this world before your passing, you got to know that your journey, your mission is very special. Bro, have you always felt like there's something different and unique about you ever since those early days growing up in the shop?
Mm-hmm. Say that one more time. I think it kind of flubbed a little bit. It was
Okay, that's okay. Nothing gonna stop this greatness.
That's right.
Since you came into your conscious reality of who you are, have you always felt unique and special? Not in the way where it's like you're saying we're better than anyone else, but you ever felt like your mission, your purpose here has been different?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, anybody that's in the artistic, I don't mean autistic, I said artistic. Anybody that's artistic, typically just torn from a different kind of element, man. It requires some type of different person to do music, dance, theater, or acting, whatever, anything that's entertaining other human beings whose job and sole purpose it is to sit there and find something wrong with what you do. That takes some weirdness, being honest. So yes, so I'm definitely unique and different.
Hey, and speaking of that, sometimes it's like, bro, you just got to make it do what it do, huh? Sometimes we just got to make it do what it do, huh?
Oh, what you know about do what it do?
Oh, we about to find out right now. Sing along if you want to. This is your own karaoke hour right here if you need it.
Hey girl, let me holler at you.
Oh, you heard a deep voice.
Hey girl, I must admit that I love you. Your body gets me excited. I'm down what you wanna do. Girl, I can't get enough. You're constantly on my mind. I know you're running late for work, but girl, I need it one more time. Then all my love, I'll give it to you. Your body, come and give it to me. You got it. Girl, anything you want, it's alright. You feel me? 'Cause this is what I like, baby. I like the way you feel. I like the way you touch me, girl. I like the way you move, baby. I like the way you make it do what it do. The way you make it do what it do. Oh, baby, check it. I know I made you late for work, but girl, I gotta call out too. 'Cause your booty made me think of things I normally wouldn't think to do. Girl, I'm gonna take every minute I can to see like you. And I'll make sure that we both won't regret from the moment that we get through, baby. Then all my love, I'll give it to you. Your body, come and give touch me, girl. I like the way you move, baby. I like the way. Let's take a moment to focus on how our bodies feel. We're so close to reach our peak, yeah. When we're out of breath.
Hold on. Sound like we got some more music going on over there. What we got? I had to pause it. I heard a little something. What's going on?
I gotta turn off I gotta mute this thing. Hold on.
Oh, okay, I thought we about to talk about your
song,
you know?
I gotta mute it because I got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm doing it all. CEO, janitor, everything.
That's right, y'all. We're gonna take a pause on that. We're gonna come back into the interview. So, bro, we know that you write music and you sing life songs from the heart, from the experience, coming from that golden era of the 90s. To me, it's two golden periods in the 1900s. This is just my opinion. You got the 60s, 70s, first golden era, and then you got your second dynasty golden era. We're talking about probably latest in 80s and all the way through like somewhere mid 2000s or something like that, where the music was really written in a sense of it was like cooked food. It was like the real essence of soul food, not the food that's killing high blood pressure and diabetes and all that, but the essence of the food that feels good, is comforting. You know what I mean? You came through that second dynasty golden era. How important is it for artists and yourself to write from the heart? Therefore, you can be a lasting legacy forever versus giving us the fast food music, that's going to die out and people are going to really forget about you until they hear your song on radio.
Well, I guess it depends on how rich you want to be. If you want to be well off, then you're going to do whatever. You sell your soul, you sacrifice your dignity for the quick buck. If you want to have a long-lasting legacy, that doesn't mean struggle and be homeless and stuff because you're trying to make great music. It just means make good decisions and work with what you have. But if you want a legacy of music, it's going to take time, and it takes time. You have to put the time into these records, man. You can't just usher stuff out of the studio. You can't rush it. My engineer, he loves me, and I know why, because I take my time on my records, which means I'm not watching the clock every hour worrying about what I'm paying him. That doesn't mean that I'm rich enough to be paying him a bunch of money. It just means that I just take my time on these records, man. I put the time into it and I keep it focused. So I think it's really important to understand that if you want that lasting legacy, you have to invest in yourself and you have to spend the time, because time is money just as much as money is time. So that's it. Spend the time on the records, take your time. Know what go to a place of people are drawn. Don't get it twisted. These cats are drawn from the older music, but they're not even waiting for clearance. Like, they're not even waiting for permission to use these cats' records. That's disrespectful to the 10th power, man, in the music industry, to use somebody else's idea and don't even give them credit for it, let alone pay them for it. So I don't do all that stuff. I handle my business, take care of my licensing, make sure I get permission for the stuff that I do, and I just try to just focus. So I think more importantly than anything else, the people will speak on what's going to be your legacy more than you think. I can't really call it, bro. I'm just doing these records because I had them in the vault for years, and I've been ready to. Some of the stuff older than you would know, but it's sound timeless because that's how quality I put in the time and the money and time and the music make it what it is. So that's it.
Hey, that's why we rock with you. Let's go. Let Jaimz rock with you.
Now that you are here, baby, let's do it right.
Remix.
Lady, you know just what I need. I wanna hold you oh so tight. Ooh. Baby, just touch me anywhere. Cutie, you turn me on. Ooh, baby, I like to run my fingers through your hair. So come on and stay with me all night. I wanna rock with you tonight. I wanna rock with you. I wanna rock with you, baby. All night long, all night. I wanna roll with you, lady. Roll with you, lady. Feeling so strong, feeling so strong. I wanna rock with you, baby. I wanna rock with you, lady. All night long, all night. I wanna rock with you, 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 rock with you. I don't wanna stop, baby. I wanna leave on music. Let's see some Marvin Gaye, Marvin Gaye. Ooh, let me rub your shoulders down. Let's dance the night away. Ooh, baby. I can feel your heartbeat next to mine. Baby, I'll make you feel nice. I think I can tell what's on your mind. And I know I can make it right. I wanna rock with you, baby. I wanna rock with you, baby. All night long, all night. I wanna roll with you, lady. Roll with you, lady. Feeling so strong, feeling so strong. I wanna rock with you, baby. I wanna rock with you, baby. All night long, all night. I wanna rock with you, 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 rock with you. I wanna rock with you, baby. All night long. I wanna roll with you, lady. Feeling so, you got me feeling so strong. I wanna rock with you, baby. Rock with you, baby. All night long. I wanna rock with you, 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 rock with you. Rock and roll and rock, making sweet love, don't you ever stop. Rock and roll and rock, making sweet love, don't you ever stop.
There we go, man. You know what I'm saying? St. James rock with you. St. James, you know, it was just a day past Mother's Day. How did you spend that day? Your mom still with us? God bless.
No, my mom passed away in 2014. So yeah, but I did I had a mama song I put out recently. It's been really doing pretty good. It's on actually on the urban some charts that I didn't even know it was there. I got some text coming in saying it was on the charts, so I was shocked. But the record is a great record. But yeah, I spent the Mother's Day with my family, you know, my kids and my pops, just trying to, you know, just just reconnect. You know, I've been so focused on this stuff, grinding hard. I hadn't really spent time with my family, so it was a good time to kind of cook. We just threw down in the kitchen and had a great time. So yeah, but my mom, man, yeah, would have loved to have been able to hug her, man, and give her some flowers or something, man. But it didn't work out. So I have her urn and her memory, and so I always pay homage to her remains. And the song that I wrote for the mamas is just an adieu to all mothers and the women out there that they got a tough job dealing with us.
Yes, you're right. And if we may, I'd like to dedicate, these 3 minutes and 34 seconds to Mama St. James. If we can, we're gonna play the song, if that's all right.
Yes, sir.
Turn the camera off so we can dedicate to moms. Big shout out, moms. You birthed a king. A queen has birthed a king onto the planet. And please rest in heaven, as we say, everybody say a prayer for all mothers, and also Mr. James' mother too, as well. That thank you for all that you have done for us while we were down here, even though, like he said, we are hard-headed at times and we run and make bad decisions because of our male goals and things of that nature. But we just appreciate every Black mother that has ever existed on the planet, and we love you all collectively. And let's go, man.
Global Citizen YouTube present.
There we go.
Yo, didn't 50 say we need to be in 1985, bro?
Man, I don't know. All I know is that we're not in 1985. It's like 2025, man.
Come on, right. Yo, we gonna be late for Mother's Day.
I told you not to touch the numbers.
Yo, you driving?
For all the mamas out there.
Things seem so wrong. Thank you. Taking it back in the day when I was a baby boy, living on the south side of Chicago. in the dead home. Mama was just a young girl trying to make it on her own. I'm letting you know, I want to thank you. Out of the way you made a way, I want to thank you. Working long nights and longer days, I want to thank you. You raised me right, filled my life with your love. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. For waking up early on Sundays. Oh, the diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, ooh, one of my mama's favorite songs. Nothing could go wrong whenever mama was at home. The way my mama used to say, Jesus loves you, this I know. She said, hold on to your faith. Don't let no one ever change you. And I said, I know, and I love you for now. I'm glad you made the choice. So I can lift my voice. And I thank God for you now. We wanna thank you. First of all, let me be the one to say thank you to Mama for all the things you've done. There's no doubt, without your prayers for me, I never would, ever could make it. Seems so hard, seems so hard. Thank God for my life. Seems so hard to all my life. We wanna thank you. I never met a girl, no, who sacrificed and loved me unconditionally. At night she laid me down to sleep. Her love would blanket me, sweet lullabies to protect me from all my bad dreams. Things seem so hard. Things seem so hard. Seem so hard. Things seem so hard.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, man. I appreciate you letting us have that special tribute to your moms and all the mothers in the universe. Rest in heaven to all those moms that have transitioned to the upper beyond in space. We appreciate all that you have done for us. Man, brother, you got it going. Oh, man, you're smart, intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Good black don't crack, good brown don't let you down. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? You had no crack scandals. You ain't had no meth scandals. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah.
Nah, I keep it 100. I live my life. I'm grown. So long as people stay out of my personal business, just love the music and respect that. That's fine. But stay out of my business. You get your feelings hurt. I'm grown.
That's right. I'm with you.
Don't worry about what's going on in my life. Just in terms of personal life. If I get to know you, that's different. But that's the problem. We got to mind our own business. Seriously. Mind your business. Unless it's no business to be in somebody's business.
That's right. I'm with you. No, I'm with you. You know, they create the whole TMZ thing for that. You know, it chases people around.
Exactly.
So they go some dirt.
They better stay away from me if ever. You know, you got to think back, man. It's incredible how some people might have been. A lot of artists, man, either committed suicide and been overwhelmed, and anxiety, died of heart attacks, drug use from people just not respecting that they're regular people that just happen to be doing music. This music cannot put you in a position to be a fanatic of mine. If you want to be a family member, like, you know, your family member either want money or they want to hang out or get on your nerves. You can deal with that. That's kind of expected. But fanatical, I like to call music people that follow what I do for family, not fans. Because you just don't be fanatical about nothing about me, man. Because we're going to have some problems.
Okay, hey, I feel you. I feel you. But you know what though? In retrospect, you saying, and I'm glad you brought that up. We opened up a good conversation for this part. You're absolutely right, because if you take a microscope and put it on anybody's life, you're gonna find dirt. That's just what it is.
Right.
And like you're saying, if you just attend to your own dirt, clean up your own dirt, you'll never worry about somebody else's dirt.
Yeah, the only time you need to worry about somebody's dirt is if it gets on your shoe. I mean, for real, that's the extent of it, man. Mind your business and don't become over obsessed with people's lives and what they're doing, but your life is falling apart around. I get it. If you don't care about yourself, you ain't doing nothing for yourself, then you need somebody else to distract you from the reality of what you're going. That's what entertainment usually is: distraction from our problems and woes, from sports to music. But I'm not in this to distract people. I'm here in this to help people get through tough times in their lives with good music that ministers to their soul, whether it's rhythm and blues or gospel, it don't matter. If the music's touching you, I know plenty of records helped me get through some really tough times as I'm even currently, and even previously. So, and I'll go back to a lot of those records to when I need to feel a certain way about something or to retrospect or introspect. I'll go back and listen to some Luther Vandross records or some older stuff that I really liked that I thought Earth, Wind and Fire records. Just a lot of fantasy and all them records, man. Them brothers did their thing. Isley Brothers, Atlantis, my baddest records they ever did to me. Atlantis, woo, come back to me. That's my cut.
Hey, who's you having the versus battle? I guess you didn't answer that. You was on Ron Isley's side.
Yeah, I was with both of them because it was a celebration of a strong black man that's been in the game a long time. So even the SWV and the Escape verses, it's starting to not be a versus where when the hip hop heads go at it, it's different. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But when it's R&B, it's hard to pick because they both killing it, especially the records they be playing. So you kind of almost like a concert, like of both artists that you like, and it's hard to choose. So I think them versus battles are good for music. I think they're good for the artists that are being forgotten because you don't see nobody forgetting about the Rolling Stones and Rod Stewart ever. And them cats are almost 80. Ridiculous. Sit down somewhere. They need to retire. Being honest with you, sit down, bro. For real, y'all. They ain't got it no more. I'm just being honest. But you see how we treat our icons. Oh, she can't hit that note no more. Nita Baker can't sing like she did. Could you sing like that at 65? You know what I mean? We just got to give them love, man. Let them come out and have their moment, man. Alexander O'Neal, Sherelle, people like that, man. Peebo Bryson. Let's give them love. Jeffrey Osborne's still doing it. Some of them still out there killing it. Charlie Wilson. But, we got to show love to our black iconic artists that paved the way for cats like me and other cats that's out there right now. These cats don't just start showing love to these cats that paved the way, that gave you the opportunity to even be on the stage. Little Richard, Chuck Berry, them cats, man. Let's go back to the 50s even.
That's right. You're right. I just interviewed Mr. Howard Hewitt of Shalimar. We talked about the same thing. And I was saying to him, and this is just my opinion, I don't know if the labels will do it because we know how they work, they operate, but maybe the artists need to get together and do it. Just like Walmart. Walmart has an employee relief fund. If something happens to another employee, no matter where you may be, to get maybe your house burned down, maybe like millions of dollars in there. And I don't know why artists aren't like that. Why there isn't a fund where after so many millions or 100,000s, they take a couple thousand and put it off to the side for you automatically. Kind of like with AI, how he did when he went broke and he had that money through Nike. They ended up paying it out to him later. What do you think about that? Some type of 401k.
That's a real damn good idea. But I think more importantly, it's the industry, the music industry, not just the art. Yeah, the artists definitely got to do better. They got to rally together. I've been trying to pull people together, but let me tell you something, bro. It's the hardest thing in the world to bring a bunch of people together that everybody tell them that they're dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you, bro. It's hard to bring a group of mugs in a room where everybody been kissing their tail, tell them how beautiful, how hot, how sexy, how talented they are, and expect them to figure out how to take a step back to the cause. Because it ain't about the cause, it's about them. I'm just being honest with you. So at my age, I ain't got time for the ego to stand in the way of my dreams and my goals because that ego don't mean nothing to me. The ego ain't paying my bills. And I think ultimately I hate that part of this industry, the narcissism, but it comes with the territory, because you're telling a person that they're awesome, you're great, you're the talented, you're God's gift to music, whatever. And then you want them to not eventually start buying into that narrative. And then the minute they start saying that they're dope, you start calling them arrogant. It's like, man, that you set them up, you set us up to fail. So I try to just kind of sidestep all that stuff. And at my age, I really ain't got time to be all enamored with myself. I just want this music to get out, and I want people to enjoy the music. St. Jaimz is a part of it, but it ain't about me. I tell the story. The music is what paves the way, and music soothes a savage beast. So whatever you're going through in your life, play a St. Jaimz record. I'm hoping it ministers and touches your soul in your life, and it benefits you. That's all I care about, not me and how many people like me and all that nonsense. I'm too grown for games, bro.
Okay. I'm with you. Hey, I'm finding the perfect song to make it all work out right now. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can find. Hey, let's do it. If you here tonight, how about that? Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. So, yeah, this one right here, man. Yeah, I gotta drop that video soon.
Hey, wait on the video, man. We're gonna play a little bit right now so the people can catch up with it.
Oh, with the remix, with Monica remix.
As the night moves in, love takes on a whole new meaning. Yes, it does, baby. Yes, it does, baby. If you were here, then you would know just what I mean to say. The circumstance leaves me only waiting for the chance. Can't you see? I only wanna love you more and more and more and more. Can't you understand it? Can you understand it? Girl, you know how much I care. Yes, I do, baby. It's not the way I planned it, no. If you would only know my feelings, you would know how much I do believe. If you were here tonight, all night, yeah, when the lights go out, I cannot pretend. No, I can't, baby. I just can't. This bed's too big for me to be in it all alone. All alone. Slow burn. Light a candle for our love. Our love. So we'll always be.
All right, y'all gotta check out St. Jaimz YouTube.
Yeah,
I can't give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Bro, I noticed, in your bio that you did your rave reviews on your critically acclaimed 1.6 million streams and counting, as well as 1 million streams on a single Be Gentle. Be Gentle. That is insane. How'd that feel? Coming back on a new episode of your life where, back in the day, they probably used to give you, plaques. And so they probably still give you plaques off Spotify. But right. Now being on a streaming platform, doing them type of numbers.
Man, when you look at major artists that got deals and signed the labels, they're killing the game. 8 million, 20, 30, 40 million. It's incredible. And that's a whole nother story. But I will say, yeah, absolutely, for an independent artist with no deal, no backing, just all out of my shoestring budget, man. It's people, man. It's the people, the grassroots movement that's been this project with me, and a lot of people that just really been showing me love, man. That strangers, people doing stuff, DJs giving me remixes, like them remixes you heard, guys just giving me, send me your vocals, let me do something. Everybody want to work and help, and they just genuinely want to see, they really want R&B to make a reemergence. I mean, they're strongly, like back where it's supposed to be, man, where we ain't ashamed to talk about R&B, to play R&B. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I don't know what happened when we got to a place where we can't even, people don't even want to, they want to respect R&B. I love hip hop. I think hip hop has its place and has had its time. I think it still will always be relevant, but I think it's time. People are going through some real stuff, and I ain't hearing a lot of rap healing my daggone wounds and helping me get through nothing. So I'm just being honest with y'all. Rappers need to start talking about something again and doing something to helping people, man, instead of just talking about what you got and how much. Look at me, how much money I got. I mean, obviously, I like nice stuff like the next cat. Who don't when you grow up poor and black? Who doesn't like nice stuff? But at some point, you got to do something to help your fellow man and your own kin, especially your culture, our black culture, our blackness. So it's time, man. So with that being said, I'm just excited to be able to be out here doing what I love. And, you know, the numbers, I focus on them only from an analytics and data perspective, but I really try to focus my mind on keep on chipping away at this, because it's hard to break through this industry independently, man, and make a mainstream impact, because they want you to sign and give away all your rights and your creativity and your power in order for them to get behind you and machine you. Whatever, man. If I never make it, that's fine. I mean, I had a record deal in 53 years. What's it gonna matter? It ain't gonna matter, bro. It's what people that enjoy what I do think and feel, and they will support me, and they have. So I'm gonna continue to make great records for them, and people gonna have to go back to my catalog and discover all the stuff that they missed. That's how it's gonna turn out. And they'll go back, oh my God, now you get a bunch of streams and stuff that you nobody didn't listen to before. Now that when you get hot, it takes one record to change your life. So I'm gonna keep on making hits until something breaks. But Gentle was a really good record for me, still is. And the EP is good. And now I'm about to start slapping them in the face with a bunch of original records. So stay tuned. Just dropped the Rock With You video. I did a redo of that video. I had an initial video that I put out. Wasn't really satisfied with it to some degree. Me and my videographer both agreed. Plus, people demanded that song. So I got a hotter, steamier video, and I'm not necessarily saying it should have been hotter and more steamier, but it is what it is. I think Facebook trying to tell me I can't even post it. I'm like, woo, you know it's hot when Facebook start censoring stuff, considering all the stuff I see on Instagram.
Come on. You're absolutely right.
Come on, man. Why, hey, wait, real quick, man. Why R&B singers can't have sexiness going on? Why rappers get to have all this twerking in their videos and nobody says a thing? As soon as a brother have a booty in his video, it's all of a sudden, oh my God, really? Stop it. Half of y'all was made off of this R&B, and some booties was doing what their booties do.
You're absolutely right. One thing I discovered too, you know, like the State Department in America, they put about, you know, when they tell you a number, it's always higher than that. They claim they put about $70,000 into the disinformation of hip hop. It is to socially destruct and deconstruct the Black community, particularly, even though they say everyone listens to it, but we can tell who is more affected by it will be in our communities. So they spend monies on engaging because they study us. They've been studying us for a very long time. There's an old video, I don't know if it's with like Sears and Roebuck or one of those big retailers, where they were talking about how to market to the Negro. So they know our buying and our spending habits and our psychological connections to health and wealth and church. And they have used that, and along with marketing and advertising, to weapon, you know, the warfare. Because we know there is many forms of warfare. You know, people can say whatever they like, that's fine. But when it comes to this recent so-called pandemic or plandemic, we noticed that it hit certain communities harder. And then they put out this disinformation or misinformation as though as certain communities don't wash their hands or as clean, which we both know is false. You said earlier, ever since back in the day on the weekends, what you doing?
Right.
You're doing. So with that, and you pick up a very, very, very good point when we talk about this. The essence of love, like you said, it creates, it builds, it heals. So if you stop one side of the music, which is the love flow of the energy, because you need the aggression too. But if you stop the love, therefore the person is unbalanced. And now we create society when we study that because they study us, they learn how to create the Black corporate female, because she is the most educated in this country, and she receives all of the corporate jobs. Once she receives the corporate jobs in her career, she spends a lifelong career instead of a family. And I'm not saying, ladies, y'all gotta be laying around making babies. I'm not saying that. But you spend this lifelong career at a job like it's your man. And Black women will say stuff like, I don't need a man, I'm getting the bag. And nothing is wrong with getting the bag, but you also need a man to get some of the D too. Am I correct?
Way to set that up. Yes. Oh man, listen, I'm a connoisseur in the relationship department for real, bro. I got some lessons to talk about and teach, but that's for another time. But in the end, they can say what they want, but they got to give in to the D.
Hey, here we go. Said best by St. James. This be the last song before we conclude all the interview. We still got a few more questions.
I'm talking about the Diet Coke.
I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care, yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Had it planned all day and I'm waiting on you. Can't wait for you to get home so I can spoil you. Cooked and clean everything up in my house. Girl, it's on fleek. I want you on me. Can't wait for you to get no sleep. Anything outside of you and me, pay it no mind. Ain't nothing more important than you getting a portion of me in between your thighs. And to top it off, your favorite song on repeat. I got your favorite song on repeat. On repeat. Giving you this D. 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 Giving you this D.
Diaphragm.
Giving you all this here.
Delectable.
Giving you this D.
Dentist's office. Hey, I never said what the D was for. I just said the initial. And I have a little game I play with people online when I go live. I say throw your D's up. And they be coming up with all the words that start with the letter D. It's funny stuff, man. When I go live and this record plays, they love it. So I play on the initial of the word D, but we know what I'm talking about. But I kept it clean, bro. And and that's all I try to do. But use your imagination. Diet Coke, dietitian, you feeling the D. What you need, girl?
Ladies, we got the vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Keep that corona away.
Hey, and that's only part one. I got 3 parts coming to this record because I did what I'm basically doing is taking one song and breaking it up in 3 parts. So it's the first verse, the second verse coming next with the hook, and then I'll have the bridge and the outro, and I'll put all 3 videos together. I'm trying to take a little page out of Arkel's in the closet a little bit, but a little less. That went on for like a long time. I was like, gee. 21 chapters of that, you was like, by the 21st chapter, you was like,
this story's getting crazy. Like somebody hiding in the closet, somebody else in the closet.
Right. It was like everybody was in the closet. You was like that. I mean, but he gave us a glimpse into his mind and how he thinks. But no, listen. In the end, I gotta say this about Kels just as a shout out because I don't care. I'm independent. I can say what I want to say. So I'm gonna say it like this: he's been accused of a crime, but not yet convicted, and can't even get out on bail, bro. There's something in criminal about that. Just from I don't care what he did. There are them cats that murdered people and kill police officers and get out on bail, kill suspects or kill black men. You get out on bail, but you can't get out on bail on an accusation of crime until you've been proven guilty or went to guide your day in court. It ain't making sense to me, bro.
I'm with you. I actually know a couple of people that's close to that situation, and some essences of it, they say them stories ain't true. Because I always say, this is my opinion. Speaking for myself, too, this is GeHolla. I think personally, where were the parents at? Now, I know you have children. There's no way you're going to go drop your child off at 13, 14 at somebody's house. And then, you ain't heard from them. What?
Right. Right. That part. It's insanity, man. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, because y'all. And number 2, just briefly, I don't want to hear about muting his music. That's crazy because you ever heard, most people don't even know, there's a third version to the national anthem where it talks about them chasing down Black people, runaway. I don't call us, they weren't slaves, it was prisoners. You chasing down runaway prisoners and killing them. This is the national anthem of this country today. You ain't mute that.
I recall.
Yeah, because you're in the military. And also, you haven't muted Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace is about a slave catcher on a slave ship, beating and doing all kinds of violent things.
Wasn't that Francis Scott Key wrote that, right?
That's right.
Yeah, slave trader or slave. Yeah, that whole, man, we know this country is full of it, full of hypocrisy, man. And it's, listen, think about everyday interaction with human beings, man. People are not accountable, bro. Nothing. I mean, even in interpersonal relationships, when you think about a relationship, I'm just being honest. I'm going to keep it 100 always. Thank you for allowing me to have a platform to be transparent. But listen, if I, as a man, when I deal with a woman, I want to hear her admit her accountability to why she's going through acting or doing something first before she starts pointing the finger at another guy or me for why she gets it's okay to do these things. As an adult, you have to start as an adult. You're an adult before you become somebody's girlfriend, wife, or whatever. You're a grown person. So at that point, I want to hear somebody say, you know what? I made bad choices in the men I chose. I should have picked a different baby daddy or two or ex-husband or so. So that's why I'm damaged or jaded or frustrated or angry or whatever. It's not against you. That'll disarm a man quicker when he hears that first. Like, okay, she gets it. So now when you start reverting back to tendencies and behavior that you haven't actually dealt with, and I bring it up to you, you're not accusing me of being judgmental, criticism, never putting you down. You know how that nonsense goes in relationships. I can't stand that kind of a human being, male or female, in any situation, business or personal. Own your stuff first. The first thing you're gonna hear out of my mouth when my situations don't work out in life, I go, what could I have done better or different to change the outcome of this situation first? Then I put accountability of blame for something someone might have said or did to me on them because they have a culpability of blame that they have to take on. But it still stops with me. I needed to make a different choice. And therefore, that will change the outcome of where I'm at. So if I'm in a messed up situation, it's my own damn fault. What I ain't going to do is blame somebody else and that be the narrative across the planet. That's what's going on in interpersonal relations with men and women. People are not taking responsibility for their parts of why they're messed, why they ain't got their stuff together, and why things go bad, bro. That's real.
No, that's real. And I thank you for that, because I was going to also add upon that too on a spiritual level, is that everything that we align ourselves with is being called into us. So that bad relationship or that bad connection that you had, it was nothing more than to teach you how to move differently. And like you said, as a man, you should never allow, an older guy told me this way back in the day, he said, you should never let anybody, but specifically another man, talk down to you or out talk you, not like it's a competition, because it teaches that other man that he is superior. And same thing with women. When you don't shut down all of that, you men this, you men that, with some type of calm conversation, you are subjugated to that forever from that woman, because she never found that respect for you. You know, and I know people say, well, you don't demand, but you command that respect, like you're saying, through your vocal, through your body language, through your eyes, to let her know, yeah, we can laugh and joke and have a good time, but at this point, I'm being serious with you, not in a serious nature like you're saying, to where I'm mentally or verbally abusing you. I'm just letting you know I don't play them type of games. If you do, then you can keep it moving, go on elsewhere, not to waste each other's time. So
absolutely, and I think, yep, you're amen to that, and that's exactly where we got to get, because I'm tired of dealing with in the narrative where I got to deal with some trauma from a past relationship. I got records that I talk about this song called "I'm Not the Enemy." I got heck of records, man, coming, videos and stuff. I'm telling these life songs, man, because people need to deal with these issues, man. They're not out here. We're not out here dealing with our stuff properly, bro. So once again, thank you for having me on your show and the opportunity to talk about music and life and just a lot of other things, man, because this stuff is important to me, because I make these songs based upon these type of situations, man. I can't write about just some stuff I haven't experienced or that I don't see nobody else going through. Just that fantasy stuff, man, that ain't for me. It's got to be life songs. It's got to be real.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, come on, things before I let you go. One thing is,
okay.
Esoteric spiritual game. called the number 7, or the 7 numbers, however you want to look at it. Now, bro, we both know, regardless if you are a Christian or not a Christian, we find that the number 7 is a very powerful thing throughout all of religions and spirituality. The very first thing that we know, like you talk about on the weekends, going to church, playing the gospel music, everyone knows thus far that the Sabbath could either be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, because I heard some people say they Sabbath's on the Monday. I'm cool with that. That's what you do. God rested on the Sabbath, which is the 7th day. We know, too, also coming from the projects of low-income areas where we come from, brothers, especially in the 90s, they used to shoot the dice, trying to get the 7-11. Also, now we know the 7th letter of the alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that is not by accident. That is intuitively designed. We know that it could be G for God for the man, or goddess for the lady, and for the brothers that belong to secret societies and things of that nature, it could be grand architect or great architect, whichever one you want to conclude to. Now, we find that also, if you live with your big mama, your grandma, your nanny, whatever you called her, she sent you to the store probably to play some numbers. Hey, baby, go pick up that lucky number 7, or go get that 777, whatever it may be. Right. Or in the South, they played the bug before the Cash 3, especially in Georgia. Yeah, that was the original Cash 3. People would put 777 and throw it in the pot. All right. For you, St. James, since you was knighted sainthood before you got here, you have an essence of that God quality. And also it says in the book called the Bible, is it not written in your law that ye are gods, all the children of the Most High? Since you are the number 7, you are tasked. You have the powers of resurrection too, just like Jesus did with Lazarus. What you could do, my brother, you could go out through all of time and you can select 7 individuals, living or dead, because you have the power to resurrect them. We're going on this St. James World Tour. I want to know, living or dead, what 7 people are on this tour with you as we travel around the world?
Barack Obama's one. Michelle Obama 2.
What? Check this out. They're a team, so that's still just one.
That's just one. Yeah, 2. 1. They go, okay, cool, perfect. So 1. Michael Jackson gotta come back. Prince definitely gonna come on back. I'm bringing my sister Whitney back with me. Biggie Smalls coming back. Tupac coming back. And I gotta have one white person. Hey, because we can't get in nowhere without one. Let me see. John Lennon. Come on back, John.
Hold on. How many? That's 6, ain't it?
That's 6. I thought that was 7. Okay, I missed one.
Hold on, I may have missed one. Let's go back. Hold on. We said both the Obamas.
Yes.
Okay. We said Michael Jackson, Prince,
Whitney. Hey, my memory's probably like, you know why too, without saying it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Hey, smoking every day.
Oh, 20.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah. I said John Lennon.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Tupac and Biggie.
Okay. Cool. St. James, before I let you go, man, before we tap out, link up out of here, please let the people know that you on My Celebrity Life with GeHolla. Give us your social media, and we out.
I am on My Celebrity Life with my man GeHolla. Been a pleasure and honor to talk with a brother, intelligent, down to earth, cool, get it, got it going on, doing this thing. Proud of you, brother, your platform, doing what you're doing for independent artists, as well as probably some major cats been on here as well. You can find me on my official website at stjaimz.com, SAINTJAIMZ.com. All social media platforms, Google me. All the digital streaming platforms is out there. You just search the name St. James. You can find the music. I got up to 12. I think I got 12 records on there right now and building the catalog. So stay tuned for more content. Again, Rock Witch is out. The teaser officially dropped their video this Friday, the 14th of May. And we're going to keep on going from there. Appreciate your time. Thank you for the day. Everybody chimed in, tuned in, had questions, whatever you're doing. Thank you. God bless you. Y'all keep it real, keep it 100, and keep playing that music.
That's right, man. Double tap on the heart like they do on Instagram. Salute to you, King.